13 seasons in Philadelphia. And I look back on a career filled with ups and downs. They will love you in this city if you love it the way you love your brother. You will be loved by going above and beyond to show that you care.
It takes a special athlete to have a long career in Philadelphia, and special is exactly the way to describe the bond between recently retired Eagles center Jason Kelce and his fans. His impact on Philly is everywhere, in places like artist Dan Duffy's studio.
I write little letters to make pieces of artwork. I call it Art of Words, and I've been focusing on Philadelphia sports at first, and I've continued to make sports pieces throughout the country. The pieces take so long that I really have to make sure that it's a subject that people are gonna really resonate with.
Kelce, take charge, let's go, man.
Early on, Duffy's words for Jason Kelce might not have been appropriate for print.
I remember him as a rookie, and I didn't like him because he was yelling at the fans who were yelling to fire Andy Reid. Then he started playing, then he stuck around, wears his heart on his sleeve. Slowly and surely became everybody's favorite Eagle. I definitely feel a connection, like we're like a kindred spirit, and I think it has to do with the way we approach our craft. The intention of, I gotta do something different, how do I get it done? And then working on that technique day after day, year after year, is how he made his career.
They push, they shove, and they're in.
Ever since he made the speech at the Super Bowl parade,
this entire organization was a bunch of driven men.
The #1 request was, when are you doing Jason Kelce? It wasn't if, but when are you gonna do Kelce?
This is a strong baby for 4 months.
His kindness towards everybody and the stories you hear about, people interacting with him. He's truly an inspirational person, not just a player.
His personality represents Philadelphia. This is what we're all about. This is who he is. It's like that DNA is like we have the same DNA.
He's loud. Philly's loud.
E1 drinker. He owned it right from the get-go. Like, he never wanted to be anywhere else. He knew what it meant to play here.
He's the man behind this brotherly shove. This is what Philly's all about.
Batman is a badass. Jason Kelce is a badass, and therefore I'm going to be a badass like Jason Kelce.
I'm gonna take a second to talk to you about underdogs.
In his speech at the Eagles Day Parade, Jason Kelce says, is an underdog is a hungry dog. But there is so much more to it. An underdog isn't just a hungry dog. It's the one that people immediately counted out. They're going to fight with everything in them. That's what Kelce did. My entire life, I have struggled with my health, mental and physical.
Seeking change in her life, Naomi Higgins knew just who to turn to for inspiration.
He's definitely on the brain when I'm in the gym. Last year I weighed over 330 pounds. I'm now down to 270. And I owe Kelce for that. I thank him for that because he's the fire. He's that fire that me and maybe a whole lot of other people need.
And you know who the biggest underdog is? It's y'all, Philadelphia. For 52 years, y'all have been waiting for this.
Yeah, he's had a profound impact. I see a lot of similarities of his athletic career in my own.
Eagles fans waited lifetimes to get that first Super Bowl win. In 2024, another Philly-led crew ended an even longer drought in Olympic four-man rowing.
It's 64 years since the last time we won a gold medal in that event. We were the underdogs, and we were damn starving. We were literally watching the 2017 Super Bowl speech from Jason Kelce, on a replay to motivate ourselves.
No one wanted us.
This speech kind of embodies what we, like, kind of our mantra as a crew. The chatter outside was saying, yeah, we weren't gonna do it.
Hungry dogs run faster, and that's this team.
There's a point in which Jason goes down, like, kind of man for man. They're saying, he's like,
Stephen Wisniewski ain't good enough. Jason Kelce's too small. Lane Johnson can't lay off the juice.
and so one of the other guys in my boat is from Philadelphia, so he gets this. He understands. It's like it's part of like his upbringing as well. But the other two guys, you got a Steelers fan and a Lions fan. But they kind of clung to those words as inspiration. So we kind of riffed off of that. They were like,
they say he's not big enough. They say he doesn't get his blade into the water on time.
I carried that with me in the warm-up all the way until we lined up in the starting blocks. And then once the green light went on, it was just go.
And with Kelce's speech on their minds, the U.S. rowing underdogs struck gold.
It is pretty special to be a part of the Philly sports history. I got to give hats off to Jason for being the role model, being the blueprint of the stand-up guy that can resonate with the fans. That's who I aspire to be.
The long hair, the beard, the toughness, the athleticism. You see a center, I played center, and you see this guy snap the ball and bounce outside and just be like a bowling ball. And it was just awesome to watch.
You get Jason Kelce out in front of you, boy, good things are going to happen for you.
And it's the way he was just relatable.
The rare kind of player Randy Day felt he could reach out to when he was at his lowest.
I was in the 82nd Airborne, 75th Rangers. Never really experienced PTSD or anything. I was good. I got COVID in 22, and it was the first time I had it, and it triggered something in my head. I don't know what happened, but I'm sitting at my desk at work, and I'm reliving things that I've gone through in my life, both with the military and things with my childhood. And it was really scary. And evidently I'd reached out to his Facebook page. I'd sent something, and he sent me a text. Hey, Randall, you good, brother? I was like, no way. And he was like, I'm like, is this really Jason Kelce? He was like, yeah, it's Jason Kelce. I'm just checking on you. You need somebody to talk to? Jason Kelce, the greatest center that ever played the NFL, my favorite player, just reached out to me and asked me if I'm good. It made me realize to go from denial to realizing, yeah, I gotta get this checked out. Not only for me, for my family, for my wife, for my two stepdaughters. I mean, I was spiraling. And that 2 seconds of a text changed my entire life. Jason Kelce is Philadelphia, man. That man never has to buy a beer in Philadelphia or a cheesesteak the rest of his life.
A true role model, a leader, and a hero.
His resonance is just going to be legendary in the Philadelphia area forever.
Thank you, Philadelphia. From the bottom of my heart, thank you for letting me represent this city.
No, Jason, thank you.
Thank you, Jason!
Thank you, Jason Kelce.
Thank you for bringing us not just a Super Bowl, but the first Super Bowl in the team's history.
Thank you for being a lifelong Eagle. We love you.
Thank you, Jason.
You're making centers cool.
Thank you, Jason.
Jason, thanks for having such an awesome beard.
Thank you, Jason, for being an inspiring girl dad.
Thank you for being the sexiest center alive.
Thank you for the greatest speech ever.
We'll never get another one like you.
Thank you for being that push.
Thank you. You made my dreams come true.
Thank you, Jason, for being there for me and Philadelphia when we needed you the most.
Thank you, Kelce, for being an inspiring artist on the field and with your words.